Hey guys, Jamie here, and I'm back for another video of, well, I have actually never played this before. This is called Robot Daycare, which is found on Steam. Oh god. Hi! Oh, this must be our little robot, he's so adorable. Oh, this is called Robot Daycare. I forgot to check who made it. Yes, made by wonderful people. No, I do not know. Credits. Art, code, history. Here we have the people. Kigoyo Dev. Story, Honey Arkson. Music, Saxes. And it is just adorable. I saw this on Steam and I was like, I gotta play this. So let's get into this. New game. Oh my god. Loud music. 1 second. Menu. Oh my gosh. Either way, so one warning. It said in the... Wait, no. Main menu, please. I'm not... Yes, please. I forgot to say something. There was a warning at the start saying, oh, it has graphic scenes as well as mention of suicide. So please, if you are sensitive towards those things, then please skip this. I will probably have, if I remember, a notions where it is if you still want to watch it. This at least, but just warning, those are in it. So let's get into this. I don't think that's a good idea. Sterilitza. Why not? I think it sounds cute. And if all of us work together, it's totally manageable. That's not the problem. I'm worried about this guy overdoing it. What do you mean? If you take care of the programming, most of the responsibility is on you. Neither thrills. I'm just gonna put the music down a little bit. Return. Neither Celissa or I would be able to supervise what code you put in. Not true. I can keep an eye on them. After all, my work only starts once it's already built. Wow. Thanks for trusting me. But I don't care either way. Do you have any other idea? Not really. It's hard to think of an assignment that combines all of our fields. See? See? It's perfect. You're just glad you'll have to put in the least amount of effort. Yeah, that's gotta be it. I gotta find voices for these guys. I'm not good at voices anymore. I sort of had this Kool-Aid of, he is sort of, like, I don't know. Why would you say that? Because it's the truth. She just monitors the behavior. Fine. Maybe I'll have less work because I won't have to build it, but that just means I can help you guys more. Like being the errand boy and bringing us coffee. Oh wait, who said that? Sorry. Anything for you, darling. Shut up. But since there's a lack of other good ideas, it seems like I have no choice but to agree on the robot project. Glad to see you came to your senses, Lee. Lee. Why? What about you? Well, if Mr. Pretentious trusts me, I'll program the robot. What kind of robot are we talking about, though? A remote-controlled car? Are you trying to make fun of me? What would be the challenge in that? Not to mention, if it was that basic, I don't know their names. They have so... I don't know who's talking. Wait, it's this guy. He has his mouth open. Not to mention, if it was that basic, I'd really have nothing to do. Wasn't it obvious that it should be something intelligent? Goodness. Who is talking? Now 2 people have their mouths open. Oleander is talking. Goodness, excuse me for asking a question. AI robot it is. So what should it look like? Male or female? Doesn't matter, just make sure it's hot. It's not hot. We don't want Strexy to freak out. It's that guy, right? Oleander is this guy, I think. And I don't know. He is one guy. My perfectionism won't allow me to create something that looks ugly. Then I hope that is like Lycoris, right? Oh my gosh, can't they have name tags? Then I hope you won't mind Strexy lipstick stains all over it. I don't use lipsticks. That's the part you're gonna disagree with. How about we make it look like a child? That way it can look cute and Strelitz. Oh my gosh, Strelitz will be able to control himself. Thanks for having so much faith in me. Who is talking? Then it's all settled, right? Is everyone's task clear? Of course, I will build a cute robot. You will be able to give it mediocre personality, and Strelitz will be distracting us because he's bored. That's me! Sort of. I only would have stuck around to show solidity. I can leave if it bothers you so much. Good call. Maybe I can finally focus on work when you're not blasting music. As if he's the reason you procrastinate so much. You wear headphones most of the time. Okay, that's like Chris. Then why are you saying Strelitz would distract you? A fire would go off in your room and you'd still focus on whatever book you're reading. I can't tell if you're fighting for or against me. Oh, so being able to stay focused in a negative trait now? If you're gonna neglect everything around you, yeah. We don't even have to build a robot. We could just use you. Enough joking around, guys. Just call me when the robot is done. I do not know who is who. Can we give names like Aaron, Dan, and Alex? Why not? Does it work? Is it working? Calm down, will you? You need some time to boot up properly. It's been booting up for several minutes now. You sure you didn't mess up? Why would I mess up? Your coding is probably off again. You have no idea how hard coding AI is. Meanwhile, you're just screwing some metal together and you think you're a genius or something. I'd love to see you screw some metal together if you think it's that easy. Guys, look! The robot's eyes are open. Sorry. See? I told you it just needs some time to start up. Whatever, dude. That's me. I'm the robot. So, why isn't it doing anything? Well, it isn't my fault nothing is happening. The hardware's talking is built in. Are you saying I messed up programming again? No, I merely implied it. Hey, little guy, say something. Something. Did you program it to have your terrible sense of humor? That is my sense of humor! Fuck you! Oh, but quoting memes would be peak comedy or what? What is memes? It cannot be founded in the data bank. Great, you already corrupted it. Requesting permission to research memes. Permission denied. Huh. Will the little guy ask for permission whenever it wants to learn something? Not exactly. It will only ask for permission when looking up stuff online. Anything it learns through us or through first-hand experience will be saved immediately. I see. What a clever little guy. By the way, doesn't it kind kind of wrong to call it nothing, but it should respond to anything as long as it can sense that you're addressing it. We should give it a proper name. What about Robbie? Rejected. Cyborg? Double rejected. Well, I don't exactly see what you guys thinking of any ideas. That is him, right? Maybe we should call it Lily. Don't go there. Okay, that's fair. What on earth made you think that it would be a appropriate suggestion? That implies that he's capable of thought. And since you're so capable, I'm sure you've thought up a name by now. Oh my gosh, who is talking? I guess that's the middle guy is talking because his eyes are red and this is red. Yeah. Oleander opened his eyes and they're jello. I have actually. Oh. What is it? I'm allowed to name my robot! Oh my gosh. Okay, think of a name, think of a name, think of a name, think of a name. Kai. Kai? You sure? Yes. That's pretty cute. I like it. I don't have any objections. What do you think, Kai? Kai will answer to whatever name you see fit. Except Boy. Hey! That settles it. That settles it. Both his name and the question of whether or not Lycris projected his personality onto it. Better mine than yours. Commit primary call assigned to Kai. That's how you do it, right? Call sign committed as per Staircy's specification. I'm not a good robot. Oh, sweet. So it can identify us? Yeah, I figured it wouldn't be agreed if some rando wandered in and sabotaged our project. It can recognize us by voice, distinguish us by appearance, and will only follow our orders. It will also log changes. It will also log changes based on who made them. Pretty impressive, huh? Let's see how quickly we can break your code. Kai, who am I? Lee. I half expected it to insult him. Who do you take me for? Since we'll all be presenting the challenge log with the paper, I decided to keep the nicknames appropriate. You made that decision by yourself. You made that decision by yourself? What if I wanted a different nickname? If you're asking if you can have it call you its dearest, most darling older brother, you could technically do that. That's not what I was asking for. Hey Kai, use Staircy's secret nickname. Oni-chan. Huh? This is the worst. Kai, delete that word from your databank. Oni-chan has been deleted. I don't feel so good. You guys are no fun. This is a college project. We have to keep it professional. Yeah, and that's why I gave it those weird horns. They were supposed to look cute. They are cute! Kai detects a tense of atmosphere. Should Kai play some music to help lengthen the mood? Lycris, why did you add that feature? For some calm tunes while we work. Do you have a problem with it? Kai, play Old Town Road. Old Town Road could not be found in Lai's playlist. Oh, thank goodness. How about playing some classical music? Very well. Is this to Staircy's liking? Yeah, totally. Thank you, Kai. Staircy is welcome. Isn't that a little too majestic? I feel awkward. Kai is trying its best. Besides, you're the one who installed the song. Now that Kai works like we planned, are you ready to run some tests on it, Staircy? Who is that? Is that him? Of course, leave it to me. Yes, I'm finally learning who is talking. Of course, leave it to me. I'd rather not leave it to you, but I don't know anything about physiology, so I don't have a choice. First you complain I'm not doing enough, and now this. Let's just leave Strelitzia alone with the robot before he makes it downloads obscure music online. Fine, whatever. Hey, we're just alone with, who was it, Leah? Or Stress? Where to start? Empathy testing, language recognition, Stressy, or the Turing test maybe. Oh, what is it, Kai? What is Lily? Where did you learn that word? Well, I wanted to call Kai Lily, but Stressy and Leah objected. Kai does not recognize it as a negative term. Should Kai's databank be updated? That's not necessary. You ask a lot of questions. Kai is programmed to learn. Queries are most efficient method of ignited knowledge acquisition. You realize, you can hear me that I took something less than science in school, or technology, or whatever they're doing. If Lily is a topic that should not be discussed, learning not to ask if of it is still learning. Lilium. Live with us before we built you. Is Lilium Kai's predecessor? I wouldn't put it that way. What is that? Older brother? Definitely not that. Just isn't here anymore. Hasn't he vacated the premises? Kai, pause playback. Thank you. You see, Lilium, ceased functioning. Was it not possible to repair him? Lilium was a human. So it was not. I guess I'm a child! I've just been put in the world and you're talking about death to me? I guess I'd be unreasonable for me to assume that Lee programmed you with a concept of mortality. Does Kai need to be? I mean, it's kind of necessary in order to... it's kind of necessary in order for you to understand what I'm about to say. What a babysitter I am. It's not even been 10 minutes and I'm already teaching you about death. Exactly! You see, Kai, people eventually stop existing. People will be taken away from you. People never get taken away from you. You still have the memories, so people eventually stop existing. Everyone's life comes to an end sooner or later. Does one know when? You usually don't have the luxury of being able to expect it. But when it happens, you have to accept it and move on. What makes someone accept it? That's a really tough question. It depends on a lot of things. For example, how much you like that person or how it happened. Did Stressy like Lily? Oh, sorry. Of course I did. He was one of my closest friends. But I don't deserve to be called this. Hey, what happened? Strelitzia. It's him, right? Yeah. Okay, now I actually need to find the voice for him. I tried to make a voice better for Strelitzia before. It gets a little bit darker for him. Strelitzia, I finally asked why you begged us to meet up, and maybe explain why Lilium wasn't invited. Oh wait, this is a flashback? I was just about to tell you. Have a little patience. We have been patient. This is your third slice of cake. Fine. I'll get to the point. I wasn't sure how to bring it up. Have you guys noticed that Lily seems kind of off lately? What do you mean by that? Probably that he's been ignoring his chores like a champ. Yeah, well, that's part of the problem. But what I really mean is that Lily seems so distant. Had I invited him to join us, I know he would have declined anyway. He barely leaves our apartment. Hell, he barely even leaves his room. I have just noticed where this is coming to. You two haven't noticed that? Now that I mention it, William really has been isolating himself. It's not like him. That's no reason to slack off with housework. Oh my... Ugh. That is the wrong thing to say. I do not remember your name. Red Eye. He's sad or something. Isn't he allowed to catch a break? Is that why you invite us here? Telling us to cut Lillian some slack? That's right. You two kept nagging him, so I want you to leave him alone for a while. Not happening. I get depressed all the time, but you don't see me... But you don't see me decomposing in bed and letting others clean up after me. I already hate him. I already hate them both, kind of. Strelicia, we can't just let him off the hook like that. We all have certain chores we have to do. Get him to therapy! If Lilium continues to laze around, we'll have to tell him off. And if that doesn't help, we'll kick him out. Are you nuts? We can't kick him out. He's our friend. If you want baby Lilium so badly, you can... If you want baby Lilium, you can... So badly, you can do that. But Lee and I won't put up with his behavior. Exactly. We can't last this life forever. It won't be forever. I was just about to say that. It's not forever, like... Oh my gosh. It won't be forever. Lily's just in a slump right now. We've all been there before. Please just leave him be for a while. I'm giving him 1 week. After that, I'll kick his ass. Perhaps don't actually kick his ass. But I agree with the 1 week deadline. After that, he must start acting like an adult again. Alright then, whatever it takes for you to show some compassion for once. We can't all have a big brother complex like you. I don't... Anyway, I'm sure he'll turn back to normal soon. He never became the old Lilium again, though. And it's our fault. Starsley, Lai, and Leah made Lilium stop existing. Well, I think so at least. Please elaborate. We couldn't see how deep Lily's suffering actually was, even though he was our friend. Lee and Lai would nag him while I would brush off his sadness like it was nothing. Like a temporary mood swing that would take care of itself. But considering that he's now gone, it must have been unbearable. He didn't like making other people worry about him, always kept his problems to himself. Then again, maybe his isolation was his way of screaming for help. What Starlsey said has little value. That's a bit rude. Blaming oneself for past mistakes serves no purpose, unless one learns from them. Kai has been existing for like 50 minutes. And who programmed you to be an expert on physiology? Not physiology. Logic. Logic is a part of physiology. But I guess you're right. Blaming myself and others isn't productive. I should be using that energy on positive things. Like you, Kai. What? Yes? Are you done with your tests? Olander places his toolkit on the desk. I want to check how he's progressing the unit since it's louder than it's supposed to be. What's in the box? Your head if you make that reference one more time. Oh hey, I actually know that reference. But it's my equipment, naturally. Ouch, you're no fun. Either way, I'm good for now. Feel free to play with Kai. I'm not going to play. He doesn't take this seriously at all, does he? Well then, let me check up on you, Kai. What would Leah like to confirm? Did Strilcia do anything? Queer lacks specificity necessary for meaningful response. What kind of test did you run? None. What? Strilcia did not officially intimidate any tests, so no results have been recorded. So he was the one playing around. Strilcia and Kai had an educational conversation. He taught you pop culture references? No. What did you learn then? Kai has yet to sufficiently process the information. It seemed important to Strilcia. He doesn't have the best of priorities, so that would mean anything. If it was just a conversation, though, it should have been fully understood and categorized by now. Yeah, that's no good. What's training you so? Let me check your processing unit. The test before you got your personality and it indicated that there would be no issue. So this time you need to remain operational while I troubleshoot. Shall Kai monitor its usage statistics while you work? Yes. Oleander picks up Kai and places it on the table. So nice calling me an it. There we go. The collision seems to be functioning properly. Do you feel balanced? More so than when standing. Danger of falling from seated position is minimal. Excellent. Record gyroscope readings and intimate dexterity tests. Unbutton your shirt. Cannot complete task. Necessary instructions not found in databank. This is good as time. This is good a time as any to test visual learning. Watch this. He unbuttons his lab coat to set an example. Skill stored. Proceeding to unbutton shirt. Warning. Torso circuitry is exposed. Record warning. Enter troubleshooting mode. Now let's take a look. Everything appears to be in its place. Then again, neither of them have the technology to know how to make any meaningful adjustments. You are programmed to be logical. If Lycris has done his job, you should be more than capable of figuring that out. Actually, hold off on figuring that out. Let me remove your processing unit for inspection first. Kai! Temperature reading of anterior thoracic cavity. Oh my gosh! I'm not smart enough to just say this. 34215 Kelvin. A non-essential task and switch to efficiency mode. Decreasing functionality, base operation remain active. Kai's lights dim and the whirling sound of his strange system gradually quietens. Much better. It must be the auxiliary functions using too much power. Oleander pulls out a pair of insulated gloves from the box he brought with him. After putting the gloves on, he flexes his fingers before attempting to remove the processing unit segments. He succeeds this time. Finn wires teeth to its recessed slot in Kai's chest. It doesn't look damaged, and even though it's painful for humans to touch, I don't think we have to worry about you melting. Must be like Christmasing programming. Has your conversation with Sterls have been fully processed by now? Initiate interpretation is now complete. How did he initiate the conversation? He did not. Kai asked the question, and Sterls educated Kai on the subject. I see. What's the subject? Lillian. Ugh. Leander's grip on the processing unit tightens suddenly and sparks fly from the connections. He fumbles it slightly before carefully sliding it back into Kai's chest. Sorry. Does that hurt? What does hurt entail? Of course, that was a stupid question. I didn't install any pain sensors. Naturally, you wouldn't be hurt. So pain results in hurt. That's the simplest way to putting it. Is there a more educational way of putting it? Well, yes, but you would have to ask Stelcia about that rather than me. He's the sensitive one. I gotta end this video now, although it's in the middle of scene because it's turning it onto 30 minutes. So I hope you all enjoyed this so far. I absolutely love this. It's very interesting. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one if you want to watch that. I'll try to get my voices better next time. Yeah. Either way, I hope you all enjoyed this. Bye!